Pass me my beer.
Okay, coming at you.
Yip, yip.
Hip, hip,
Hooray!
hooray!
That was pretty good.
Hip, hip, hooray! Oh, we hip, hip, hooray into this one.
We hip, hip, hooray.
Hip, hip, hooray!
Hip, hip, hooray!
Pass me my beer.
Cheers!
Cheers.
Welcome to the bar.
Welcome to the British bar today. Christ, a hell of a good time today. It was a great time.
I don't think British people say Christ, hell of a good time.
I don't know. It's not my jam to make British accents. I don't know.
Fair.
I'm not British. I don't know their slang.
That's fair.
I don't know their ways.
That's
I
fair.
don't know their ways of being.
Okay.
I don't live in the world of the British vibe. That's not where I'm at. So
I like
I
British
don't.
people.
I fully don't understand their customs and their ways of being. I'm sure it's great and similar in all kinds of different ways.
It's a good way to get into a ruckus.
What do you mean by that?
British people are very unapologetic.
Fair.
And they like to shake things up a lot, especially if it's stuff that they don't agree with. And I appreciate that, so...
Well, there you go.
I enjoy a good British human. I have a few of them who are friends.
So they're just all about shaking things up, making things fun, and having a good time.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Nope. I like British people.
British people are cool.
Yep. A lot of people don't understand their humor.
See, I personally don't know a ton of British people, so
I know
I'm
quite a
not
few.
like... I don't have like a lot of British people that I can just text or call like on speed dial. Be like, hey man, how's it going? Like, how's Britain today? You know,
I have people.
don't really have that sort of...
I don't know if I could call them, but I could
connects.
definitely connect with them.
You have some people that you could contact?
Mm-hmm. Like, I probably have people if we ever went to...
You have a couch that you could sleep on?
Probably.
In Britain?
Probably.
Somewhere?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. That's neat.
Yeah.
Through music, though, right? Like,
Yeah,
I think you met a lot of
actually,
these. I think you met a lot of these people through music.
I did, yeah.
That's cool. At concerts?
Some of them, and then some of them I've met through, like, just message boards, and then we started talking over things like MSN.
Oh my god, I remember
I don't think it was
that.
MSN, though. I think it was something else.
How many different chat things do you think exist now?
Oh my god. I don't know.
Like, you can send a text message, like, through a chat thing about 1,000 different ways now.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's like 1,000 different chat, bubbly, window, messagey lasers that you can send. There's so many different ways to send a message. Right?
There really
But that's cool that you kind of like met some new people on maybe on a message board, maybe you said, and then went to a concert or something.
A couple of them I met at concerts.
Okay, that's cool.
One for sure I met through a message board.
Nice.
And it's funny because like Britain is quite a big time difference between us here.
Mm-hmm.
So the chick I met on the message boards, we used to kind of try and coordinate times where we could have video chats with each other before things like Zoom existed.
Yeah. This was back like early 2000s.
Yeah, this was a while back.
When you were still almost like on that dial-up internet, basically.
Not dial-up, it was post-dial-up.
Oh,
Because I was in college.
Yeah. Okay, fair.
But yeah.
Huh, that's neat.
Yeah.
And then like you could just kind of, I don't know if you could do video chats on the dial-up stream or not. I don't know if it was quite fast enough.
Probably
for that.
not fast enough. No.
There was some latency issues there, and I don't know. I'm not too. As it progressed, I guess it, obviously it got better. But the original system that they had in place, like some of that stuff was a little not the best for video. Audio was okay, but video things like
it wasn't really good. It buffered a lot.
Fair. Well, since we just started talking about music, I might as well just throw to the album of the week right now.
We're going to throw to the album of the week. The album of the week.
So this is my album of the week. We're just going to throw it at the start of this one because I was actually listening to this the other day.
Okay.
And we saw this band live a few times.
They're good.
We saw this band live a few times.
Yeah, they're good. I like them.
So this is
good people,
good band. Sam Coffey and the Iron Lungs, folks. Real one. If you haven't heard this album, Pick this one up for sure. This is a super cool album that these guys put together. I'll take the sleeve off for a hot second because that way it's
probably reflective,
glary and stuff. Probably get better that way.
Beers.
Yeah, Sam Coffey and the Iron Lungs are an amazing band based out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. They are as rock and roll gets. So if you want to rock and or roll, go see these guys live.
Ha!
They will put on a great show. And I was listening to this vinyl the other day, and some of my favorites on this album. Real One, which is the last song, is a really, really good tune. And what's that other one? Magic is also a good song. I like that one. Nice. I mean, they're all good. But those are my probably two favorites.
I haven't listened to it enough and stared at the track listing, so I can't.
Fair.
I know. I remember the songs that I like.
Yeah. Run Angel's good too. I mean, they're all good. They're all good songs, but those are my probably two favorites. But yeah, we saw them play a couple times live. And Sam Coffey and the Iron Lungs, based out of Toronto, Ontario. This is the album Real One. Yeah, if the people get a chance to listen to that, pick it up. That's my album of the week. And I also want to throw in that I found out that they're actually playing a live show coming up.
Oh, shit.
Next weekend. So if anybody's in Toronto on August 13th, they're playing a live show August 13th. They play shows at the Horseshoe Tavern in Toronto.
That's a cool bar.
They have.
Bring your ID because they're very snickety on that.
There you go. Bring some ID.
Speaking of British people, well, he's not British. He's Scottish, so I should watch myself. But when I was in Toronto for a concert, he had heard. Was it him? It was either him or my British friend. Can't remember which one. One of them had heard of the Horseshoe Tavern. Yeah. So it goes to show you how famous that place is.
Nice.
You know, people across the pond have heard of it.
Yeah.
And he wanted to go. So we were there for a few days. This was a day or two before the concert. And we went there. And it must have been it was my Scottish friend. But he didn't have ID with him. Because all he had was his passport. He left at the hotel. Because he didn't think about it. And he's kind of like an older dude. Like, he's not super old, but like...
Well, it's weird... For IDing, it's always weird, though.
Yeah.
In today's world, it's hard to tell someone's age.
This was like...
Younger people look older. Older people look younger. It's hard to tell people's age right now.
This was probably a solid 10 years ago.
That's fair.
So, we went to the Horseshoe Tavern, and the guy almost didn't let him in. And, like, he didn't look, like, under 18.
Yeah.
You know, like, he looked like, well, he was probably in his 30s then. So, and bald.
Yeah, and I mean, Canada's only 19, so...
Yeah. So, like,
yeah.
It was kind of funny. You almost didn't let him in.
Yeah, for real?
Yeah.
That's crazy. So bring your ID. If you're going to the Horseshoe Tavern, unless you're 65 or older, you might want to bring some ID with you, because they might check it. That's in Toronto at the Horseshoe Tavern on Queen Street. They're playing Saturday, August 13th. Yeah, and they're playing a show with some other bands. I'll probably not get this totally right, but apparently... Ian Blurton's Future Now with Sick Things and Sam Coffey and the Iron Lungs. There's going to be a 3-band show going on. There's not just them, there's 2 other bands playing. So check that show out because that's going to be a good time. And if I was in Toronto, I would definitely go see that.
Cool beans.
But it's 3.5 hours away, so we're kind of selective with our, like, going to Toronto-ness. Like, I haven't been to Toronto in over a year.
Oh, it's probably
been a while, too, maybe? I don't remember the last time I was in Toronto.
Me neither.
Yeah, it's kind of, it's about 3.5 hours from where we are. And we just don't really go down to Toronto too much. I love going down there for music.
Yeah, me too.
Like, that would be a cool show to catch. I'm sure maybe at some point we'll get down there sooner than later. I feel like we need to make a trip. It's been a long time.
It has.
We'll find a way. We'll find a way to do a little Toronto thing.
We will. We'll get there.
But the music scene in Toronto right now is coming back really great. It's awesome. And there's a lot of good bands. So check that show out. And if you're also traveling to destinations, where's the coolest destination that you would host an event at?
So many. There's so many.
I know.
There's so many.
I know.
Oh God.
We were talking about
Fuck me.
cool destinations a little bit.
We were.
And then we were talking about hosting like events and then hosting weddings and hosting parties and hosting, and then we were trying to figure out the best destinations for hosting things.
Yeah, I think we were
Like-
mostly talking about weddings, but I think
Yeah.
we all encompassed at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We were trying to figure out like the best place to have, these events. I think a lot of people like open air events,
And you know what's funny is I'm not a huge fan.
because it's unpredictable if you're gonna get a nice day or not, or
Yeah.
what's gonna be going on, or
And
weather's
it's so
all over the
shitty
place.
if it fucking rains.
Yeah, if you plan something outside and our Mother Nature is giving you other plans, then, it's kind of you're flipping a coin.
Yeah.
It's like,
I don't like it. I don't like it.
anything outside is always a coin flip.
And like, you can't decorate it the same way. You can't
Yeah.
make it feel like a vibe. Like unless you want your vibe to be outside.
Yeah, I know what you
know?
mean. It's kind of when you have a location or a venue for something that you're trying to make look awesome, i.e., planning a wedding or wedding parties, and we were trying to think of some of the cooler ones that we had gone to and what's been good and what's been bad. And I think even the ones that tried to do a little bit of things outside, it was almost like, man.
Yeah.
There was just chairs and it was kind of set up
You're
a little bit,
uncomfortable
but
and like
yeah, they're plasticky chairs, maybe not the best or whatever.
Yeah, I'm not a
and
fan.
the outside, like you can only decorate it so much. It's kind of, I don't know.
And a lot of people have weddings in the summer when the bugs are really bad. And
Yeah.
nothing sucks worse than
Oh.
when you're in, for me, some form of dress, usually.
Yeah, and you're getting chewed.
You're getting chewed by bugs. You're hot because it's hot. And
Yeah.
you're sweaty and gross because it's
Ugh.
humid.
Yeah.
And you're miserable. And it's not
Gotta have a
good
little
time.
climate control.
Gotta have some climate control.
We have the technology in
Use
today's.
it.
We have the technology in today's day in a lot of beautiful indoor settings to just get it exactly the way you want. And we have so many places around the world
Yeah.
that can host a great event, a great wedding, a great party, that you might as well use them because they're there.
I never understood the whole fascination of outdoor weddings.
Yeah, it's kind of a
Never
weird
understood
thing
it.
to do the whole thing outside, and like you say, you never know what you're gonna get. The bugs are all over, up and down, and I'm sure there's been some beautiful ones, but if
Oh,
the
yeah.
sand kicks up and ends up in your food, it's not the best. This
Or
is
ants.
we're hanging out on the beach. It's gonna be a great time. The next thing you know, you're like getting your plate.
That's
the
another one.
sand's
Is
like in your
beach
face.
weddings.
The
Those are really
sand's in your
popular
face.
too.
You're like on the beach, you got like a sand sandwich because like you can't eat your food because the sand's everywhere.
And you're trying to like talk and be like lovey, and then you get sand in your mouth, and you're like no.
That's it. Any outdoor wedding that is by a beach is automatically a sand disaster.
Yes. Bad
It's just a
news.
sand disaster. There's
Bad
sand
news.
on everything. There's sand everywhere. There's sand in the food.
Sand in your shoes.
There's sand in your shoes.
Sand in your cooch.
Oh!
No one likes sand in the cooch.
I think your wedding got a little crazy if that happened.
Weddings do get crazy. What do you think happens at weddings?
That's true. Weddings are arguably top of the fun things that people can do in their lives as far as throwing a good time for love.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're throwing a good time for love, and it's the funnest moment for everybody that's there. It's bringing these people and the love together to have
Yeah.
a good time.
Yeah.
So weddings are arguably an amazing,
I love weddings.
if
It's fun.
not the best thing to get together for. It's just a celebration of love
Yeah.
and a good time with everybody that's there.
Yeah. Celebrate it.
I've never been to a bad one.
I've been to a couple questionables.
Oh yeah.
Every
Wedding I've gone through has been a hell of a good time.
But that's usually just because you get loaded. I mean, let's face it. You go to a wedding and you drink your face off. Because that's what you do at a wedding.
So do you... I have been to a lot of friends' weddings, but do you think at your own wedding you would get more or less drunk than going to a friend's wedding?
Probably less.
Okay. You'd want to try to stay a little bit...
Well, because you're the center of attention, so I don't think I'd want to make a total ass of myself.
Oh, damn it.
Just half an ass.
Damn it. Just half an ass. Okay.
Unless people start doing stupid things like buying you shots, which I will tell my friends, no, don't do that to me. Because I will end up puking in the bathroom.
Also, small shout out to my cousin next week who's getting married. But my cousin is on the other side of the country. Congratulations.
Woo-hoo!
It's a little far for us, so
we'll be there in spirit.
We can't even quite get there.
We love you.
We'll be there in spirit.
Never met your husband, but we love you.
Yeah, shout out to you guys on the other side of the country. Hopefully we can see you soon. We won't be able to be at that wedding, but we're there in spirit. So, that's kind of cool, but not really. It's also kind of lame, but you can't make everything. And you can't be everywhere, so you got to do what you got to do, right?
Yeah, one day we'll be able to tell.
It's not like they live across the street. Like, these people are far away.
Yeah, they're...
So, it's a bit of a far trek for us.
No, it's fuzzy.
It's a bit of a far trek for us, but, we'll be there in spirit.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, I agree with you on the indoor versus outdoor of weddings and parties and things like that. I think... indoor, you can dial it in. You can set the music as you want. When you're outdoor, you can have sound problems too.
Yeah, that's true.
Unless you've got a lot of speakers, like speakers outdoors, they can get kind of drowny and they can get... And if you have a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, dancing and stuff, like you need a good sound system to carry it when you're outside. But inside, you can kind of, have an average sound system, make it sound good no matter what, really. I mean, obviously, outdoors, if you're at I'm not talking about festival speakers, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
just standard DJ speakers on each side. But it's not like you're going to have festival speakers for your wedding, so,
Not most
If you have, 500 people outside and 2 small speakers... You're going to need bigger ones because,
a bigger speaker.
You can use those 2 small speakers maybe inside and put them up higher, but if you're outside, that same setup ain't going to give you enough juice.
Yeah,
so they're getting drowned out. People are going to sound like they're listening to, headphones or something.
Need more juice.
Which is not, a bad thing, I guess, but... I'm a sound person, and I don't want the sound to be just right.
That's fair. See, and I'm a lighting and placement person, so that's why for me outdoor shit is not good because you can't
hang things.
No, you can't hang things. You can't make your lighting a certain way. You can't position things a certain way because wind likely will blow it over.
That's fair.
So no,
it's true. That's true too. Outside, you got the weather encompasses everything. So if it's super windy, you get sand everywhere. Then you're eating a sand sandwich again, and then you got your sand sandwich, and you got your wedding with a sand sandwich. I think sand sandwich is pretty funny.
Sand sandwich.
Try to say that a bunch of times fast.
Sand sandwich, sand sandwich, sand sandwich.
Sand sandwich, sand sandwich, sand sandwich.
Sand
sandwich. What's your favorite sandwich? The one that's made out of sand.
Have I ever had a sandwich at a wedding? Come to think of it, I don't think I have. I think that's a funeral thing. Oh my god, imagine having funeral sandwiches at a wedding.
Oh my god, that would be the most ironic thing ever. You show up with a tray of salmon sandwiches and you just put them on the thing. They're cut in little triangles.
Okay,
little tuna, little funeral sandwiches.
The little.
Is this a wedding? Are we at the right place? Are we at the right place? The egg salad. You gotta have some egg salads in there. Little triangle egg salad sandwiches.
And I think it's
Are we
tuna,
in the right place? Yeah, tuna.
There's usually egg salad, tuna,
or
and
salmon.
Some mystery meat.
Salmon is usually
I don't think I've had a salmon one. I've had the tuna one.
But well, sometimes they might give you a ham and cheese.
Ooh, you had a ham and cheese?
It might have been bologna and chease, but I've
never had a sandwich with cheese on it at a funeral. It's always been white bread with goo in the middle.
Well, I'll have to look into my sandwiches. But yeah, that would be the most ironic thing ever.
Could you, theoretically, now I'm just going down a rabbit hole, could you theoretically get married in a funeral home?
Oh, probably.
Could you do that?
I mean,
or is that faux pas?
Well, you probably could, as long as nobody was dying on that time that you had picked. you just want to roll the dice and make sure that the home's clear.
Well,
bodies.
maybe it would add to the ambiance if there was a dead guy.
So,
some dude that has like no family.
Maybe. Maybe
I'm a horrible person.
Maybe Uncle Jimmy didn't quite make the date, so you speed it up, so you catch up and you have your wedding during his funeral. So it's a blend of like a wedding funeral because he's there.
Oh, that's funny.
He's there. He's right there. He's right there with you. It's a wedding funeral. It's a new thing. If the family member just doesn't quite make it, you have your wedding at the same time as the funeral. I wonder if anybody's ever done that.
I don't know. I might just come up with a new idea.
A wedding funeral. Ooh. So it's a celebration of love
and death.
And the full circle of everything all in the same thing. Wedding funerals are going to become popular. We started a new trend.
We did.
Yeah, if somebody in the family just couldn't make it for that last week leading up to the wedding, you gotta either speed it up or roll them on up because you have to have them there. They can't miss out on the good time.
Oh my god.
So you have to roll them on up and you have to get them in there somehow.
You have to play that song.
What song?
Isn't it Roll 'em on up?
Oh.
Isn't that a song?
Oh shit, I don't know. That one might have slipped me. Roll them on up.
Or maybe I'm stir-frying songs. I don't know.
I don't really remember that one. It just goes roll them on up.
In my brain it does. I am not confirming or denying.
We'll have to get Sam Coffee in the Iron Lungs to write that one.
Or you and me.
We could write it too. Yep. But yeah, man, I don't know. That's pretty hilarious.
That's a funny thought.
That's a unique
really
thought.
Funny thought.
And even if there is no funeral going on, can you have a wedding inside of a funeral parlor? Because they're big.
They're big. They have an aisle. They have pews.
You can decorate it really nice.
Yeah, they have like big flowers.
Super
and
nice
shit.
in most of them.
There's like a little.
It's super nice in most of them. I don't see why you couldn't throw a wedding in a funeral home.
Why not?
I don't see why not.
Why not?
It's a nice building.
Why not?
Might as well utilize it.
Use it.
Use the nice building.
I wonder.
Celebrate that thing.
Yeah.
Celebrate that building.
Celebrate it. Use it.
Yeah, it might be a little haunted. Things might go not always perfect, but celebrate it. You gotta celebrate that.
Celebrate the imperfections.
Exactly.
Celebrate with the ghosties.
Celebrate with the ghosties, and call it your special day at the same time. That's not a bad idea. Oh, look, a moth.
What? Oh, hey, friend.
Yeah.
I like moths.
Moths are cool.
Now that we have a bunch of moths at the science center, everyone from all the other floors are coming down and being like, I heard you guys have a lot of moths.
Nice.
I think there were 3 people that came down yesterday to see the moths. They are huge, though.
Nice.
They're like as big as my face.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they're awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are stoked that you guys got in a bunch of moths and butterflies, and people are very happy about it.
I think there's probably at least 500 mix of pupa and cocoons in there.
So are all the ones that you get from around here, or no?
No, they're all tropical. They're like...
See, that's what's cool. When you bring in something from far away to somewhere where it's not, it's not where it's supposed to be from.
No, I think the only
not
butterfly...
native to.
I think the only butterfly you would see around here that is there would be the monarch and a swallowtail. Because we do get swallowtails. So different swallowtails, but they look similar. So to the untrained eye, they would look the same.
Huh. Can you get married in a zoo?
Ooh. Probably.
Like a zoo wedding with like all the animals around?
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Be a lot of fun.
Imagine if you got married at the African lion safari.
Oh! That'd be cool.
Can you do that? Is that a thing?
I don't know.
Can you get married at the African lion safari?
I don't know if that's a thing.
Has anybody ever tied the knot of love at the African lion safari?
I don't know, but somebody should.
In Africa. With lions around.
Rawr. Huh. I don't know. I feel like someone must have gotten married at a zoo at least. Maybe not the African lion safari, but...
A zoo.
A zoo.
I'm sure some people either that have, spent a lot of time at a zoo, maybe taking care of the animals, would love to be, there and have a wedding there. I feel like it would be a good connection to what they do. You know, if they love the animals, taking care of them at a zoo and stuff.
Yeah.
I think, you'd probably, there's probably a story out there of two people that met at a zoo, or either maybe worked there at a zoo, taking care of animals, that got married at a zoo. It's probably a story.
There's probably a thing.
That probably happened to some people.
It's probably a thing.
Yeah. But the African lion safari, I don't know, maybe somebody got married there too.
Maybe.
There's a lot of places that you can get your love on.
A castle. That'd be cool.
Ooh, a castle.
Like a legit castle.
Yeah. Like one of those big ones.
Yeah, the real big ones.
The big ones made out of rocks.
Yeah, those ones.
Yeah.
With those cool staircases.
Yeah.
That go like this.
Uh-huh. Do you think they added solar panels to castles to modernize them?
Nah, you wouldn't be able to heat that with solar panels.
I didn't mean for heat, but I just meant for,
What would you use the solar panels to do?
Power your lights?
Yeah, castles can't have lights.
Castles can't have lights.
They use candelabras. Okay.
Okay, so all the castles out there haven't caught up with the modern world. They are stuck in the time that they were built.
Yeah.
If they were built in 1640, they can't be... They can't
be modernized.
They can't be modernized. They
against the rules.
You cannot put lights in them. Plumbing, get out of here with your plumbing.
Fuck your plumbing.
Get out of here with your plumbing.
You're shitting in a hole.
This castle has a hole and a chain. Ain't no solar panels in this thing.
Nope.
That's where you're getting married because it's sick.
Yeah.
That castle would be a cool wedding venue, a venue to celebrate love in a castle. That's obviously been done many times.
Oh yeah.
That one
it would
for
just
sure.
Be cool.
But I think unless you knew somebody that owned a castle, it might be a little bit steep as far as price goes to get yourself into a castle.
Yeah.
Unless you knew somebody that had a castle, they maybe could let you use it or would give you a discount. To just rent out a castle, I mean, not everyday people like you and me can just go rent out a castle. It's not gonna work.
No.
We can't just call up a castle and be like, "Yo, we're coming in tomorrow."
No.
We're going to have a wedding here.
I might know people who are British, but I definitely don't know anyone who owns a castle.
Well, maybe they would know someone that would own a castle.
Possibly, but probably not.
Damn it.
Sorry.
Castles are hard to get into.
Yep, the castle world is an elite place.
Mm-hmm. Those elitist castle owners out there.
Fucking elitist castle owners.
I'm jelly of your castle.
Jelly.
And your non-plumbing. You don't even have electricity.
I
You're
enjoy
pooping
plumbing.
in a bucket.
I enjoy plumbing.
You open your doors with chains because you have to cross a bridge over a moat to get to the road.
I mean, I could probably live without lights. I could probably use candles. I'd be okay.
Yeah, I think you'd get over it.
Yeah, probably. Maybe for a day.
Candles, yeah. Oh, man, I don't know how people lived with only candles. I mean, that was the evolution for a while. People didn't even have candles, and then they invented candles.
People used to live without heat.
Yeah, I know.
You just had to keep fire going all night, all the time.
Well, that's heat, but you had to keep your fire going.
All night, all the time.
All night, all the time, yeah. Mm-hmm. If you weren't putting another log on there, you weren't going to be doing too good the next day.
You're going to get freezing cold toes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But living by candlelight, that would be a tough life to live. I think I've just become too accustomed to pushing a button and flipping a switch to have lights come on.
Did it for a week once.
To light a candle. Yeah, everybody remembers well, not everybody, but if you remember a power outage that lasted about a week, then you know what that's all about.
That was a thing.
I think it's important, though, to disconnect for a little while and use some candles to chill out, maybe set a mood, and remember the candles that were at your sister's wedding that were so they had these candles and they were really nice, but they kept getting too close to decorations, and people were setting decorations on fire, not even on purpose.
Oh my god.
I remember someone being
I remember someone being
like, is that smoke? And then someone looked over and the candle was leaned up against some flowers.
The chick I was sitting next to Yeah, because I was at the head table. The chick I was sitting next to was looking at the little flower
The
arrangement.
candle was like lighting the flower
Yeah.
bouquet. It was lighting the flower bouquet on fire because there was these cutesy candles, but they moved them too close to the decorations. They just kept getting moved closer and closer and closer.
Oh,
and
that
then
was funny.
Eventually, they were so close to the decorations that they like were catching them on
Oh, that
fire.
was funny.
People were like, "Wait, you can't put them that close." And then, sure enough, one of them was like smoking a bit.
Yeah, I don't think anything fully caught fire.
No, I think we noticed before
Yeah.
it became too like. But you wouldn't have wanted to leave them that close for that long.
No.
So candles are fun, but you got to remember that they
They
can
light
be,
shit on fire.
It's a flame, folks. It's a flame. You ever roast a marshmallow over a candle?
No.
Me neither.
Can you? I wouldn't see why.
Not.
That had to come out right then and there.
Yeah, you
It's
can
been
roast.
a while since I've had.
You
the
can roast a
breakfast.
marshmallow over anything. You can roast a marshmallow in a microwave, over a candle, on an oven. You can roast a
that.
marshmallow. You know what I mean? You can do all kinds of stuff.
Barbecue.
Barbecue, sure. Yeah, you can
Done
do
that.
But yeah, you can roast a marshmallow over anything that's hot. You know,
Me.
microwaves aren't even hot. And you can roast a marshmallow.
No, you can't
over
roast a
it. They
marshmallow
blow
on me.
up. They don't really roast in the microwave.
No,
just
they
blow
kind
up.
of expand.
And I just caught that, and you could definitely roast a marshmallow on you. She's too hot.
I don't know
Too
what this.
hot.
Why did I do this?
And it's funny because there's actually candles on this album cover too.
Well, there you go.
Look at these candles.
There's some
And there's-
candles.
Those are candles on the back too.
Oh, I thought those were beer cans.
No, dude, look at you can see the
Yeah,
flame.
I see them now.
Yeah. In a vat of like fluffiness, which almost looks like popcorn. Almost looks like popcorn, but there's candles on that.
There you go. There's some candles.
But candles are cool. But I wouldn't want to live with them on all the time.
That's fair.
You know. And it's kind of like one of those things, like the people that used to smoke a lot in their homes, and there's still some people that do that, but they would fall asleep with smokes, and they would light things on
Oh.
fire just by their smoke would land
Such
on
a
their
hazard.
smoke would land on their couch, or smoke would light up their, you know what I mean? They were just hacking a dart and then lit their curtain on fire or something, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, a lot of that happened over time.
Yep, definitely. There's like a hair dangling in my face.
Mhm.
There it is.
So yeah, candles are cool, but wouldn't really include them in my day-to-day life as
That's
far
fair.
as a utility aspect.
Okay.
I like them for decoration purposes, and I like them when they smell good.
I like smelly good candles.
I like getting married at a zoo.
That's a cool idea.
Yeah, and having all kinds of like weird animals around, like giraffes, and well, they're not really weird, but
Giraffes are weird.
okay, yeah, giraffes are kind of weird.
Giraffes are weird. I like them.
Goats,
Yes. Goats.
some goats.
I love goats.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Goats are cool.
If you were really into automotives, would you ever get married in like a garage? Like full
No.
of cars and like tailpipes and like grease buckets and
Not
like...
a garage because like the gas smell would be too heavy.
Okay. You'd probably look for maybe like an abandoned garage or something.
Yeah.
For like the vibe?
Yeah.
But
Or like
you-
at least to take pictures or something.
Yeah,
Maybe.
okay.
Oh, I totally forgot about that aspect of life. Fuck that.
What?
I don't know. You know how people hire professional photographers and whatnot, and they cost like $1 bazillion.
They're not that... Don't say $1 bazillion because they're not. They're not that bad.
Okay, I actually don't know, but aren't they expensive?
No, photographers are reasonably priced for what they do, and they take care of the capturing the moment. And you need a photographer at your wedding for sure. Every wedding needs a photographer.
Cool.
You can't just rely on people to take pictures with their phones and yeah. If you're having a good wedding, you gotta hire a professional photographer. Just somebody out there taking pictures of the event, having a good time with you. They're capturing the moment. They're doing their thing. They're professional photographers, so they know what they're doing.
That's fair.
You know, there's a huge difference between your pictures coming from, you know, what you can take with your phone and a professional photographer that's actually been doing it for 10, 20, 30
Oh yeah,
years.
like I'm not saying that.
1 year even, you know
I'm
what
not
I
saying
mean?
that there isn't a difference. But
Yeah. No, you definitely need a photographer if you're going to capture an event properly, a
Magic
wedding
moment.
properly, a
This
magic moment.
moment.
You know, I actually have, you know, a couple friends that are photographers.
You have more than one.
And yeah, 2, someone I went to school with, and then, well, both people, just friends from time.
Okay.
One I haven't seen in a little bit, and the other one I haven't seen in, not that long. But.
Yeah, I know one too. I don't know if she's still doing it though.
But yeah, no, you need a good photographer if you're having an event, a wedding, man. They make a huge difference, and they bring joy to your event, knowing that you're gonna have this cesspool of awesome pictures to look at afterwards.
Cool.
So you definitely need a photographer.
Yeah, full on photographer fan.
Absolutely, 100%. If you wanna capture the amazingness that you're putting on in a wedding and your whatever, you need a photographer. I am 100% not leaning anywhere else than having a photographer.
Noted. Cool.
Yeah. And they're reasonably priced. You know, it's just, it is what it is, man. You know, the photographs and the equipment and the time, and it's all just worth capturing it properly, man.
Fair.
So photographers are definitely needed. You can't do it with a phone. You can't do it yourself. That would be like me and you trying to take pictures as the night went on, or like whatever. Like the last thing you're thinking about is pictures. But that's why, somebody else is just enjoying the moments with you, but they're also there to take awesome pictures.
That's fair. That makes sense.
It's like trying to be the DJ and play your own music at your wedding. And I mean, unless you're a DJ at an event and you're the DJ, well, you're doing that. But if you're trying to play music for your own event, like, whatever it is, it's hard to do too, because it's your own event and you're trying to play the music for it.
It's hard to do anything that's your own event and do something in it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
Like if you're hosting something.
That's what I'm trying to say. If you're hosting something, then to try to juggle different balls, like, I'm going to be the DJ and the photographer at the same time. It's like you're going to half-ass everything.
I did
the
that
music
once.
Won't work good. The pictures are going to be garbage. Like, you got to spread out the love. Get some other people to do that.
Yeah, I did that once. Not at a wedding. It was at a high school music event.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in concert band, and I also had, I think I just had one solo act.
Fair.
One, two? Can't remember. One or two.
Fair.
Anyway, on top of that, I was also a stage manager.
Fair.
That was hell.
So you were trying to juggle different...
Yeah, I was trying
saying.
to organize everybody, get
That's
everybody into place at the right time, in the right space, and perform.
Yeah, it's like... it's
in different... at different times with different groups.
Yeah,
it was crap.
That's what I'm saying. You have to find, just the best person or somebody to help you out, or to just be in charge of doing the different things. Because if you're trying to be a host, then you're going to be stuck up in how the event's flowing and how things are going. Mm-hmm. If you're trying to host an event, you're always just in charge of the flow and the good time and what's going on, having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can't be the one picking what song's going to be coming next and taking pictures of everyone at the same time. Like,
no.
If you can superhero that shit somehow, let me know, because it's
I'm
hard,
not even
man.
that level of a superhero.
I can't. I wouldn't be able to juggle that much at an event. Like, that's why you just get somebody else and help you out and have a good time.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, man, that's the way I see it.
Yep.
For sure.
Okay. Yep. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Like, maybe you can train a giraffe to be a DJ. DJ giraffe.
I think a giraffe would have a hard time being a DJ because, like, they're awkward,
Maybe. But you could guarantee that they would be able to play a long set.
Womp womp.
Ooh. Ooh. You would never run into a bottleneck. Giraffe jokes are hard. I have to think about them for too long.
Okay, you're cut off. You had 2 long jokes about giraffes. You're cut off.
Damn it. Well, just get a penguin to be a DJ then.
Penguin?
Yeah. Yeah.
Should get something like a. Well, I guess a spider's really small because they have a lot of legs. So I was thinking, But
A penguin would be a good bartender because you could guarantee that your drinks would always be cold.
that wasn't that funny.
I'm just trying to have some fun.
You tried.
But penguins would be good bartenders. I guarantee it.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
guarantee it.
Or
100%.
But penguins are also kind of assholes. So, like, you could get a penguin that has a moment and just flips out.
Okay, yeah.
Or should I say flippers out?
Ooh, see? You're into
now you got me started.
You're into some
Crappy
penguin jokes.
Ugh.
Crappy jokes are the best jokes.
That was a crappy joke.
There's nothing better than a crappy joke. Crappy jokes are the best. But don't make a lion a DJ because he would just constantly keep playing Katy Perry. Roar!
What about When the Lion Sleeps Tonight?
Yeah, that too. You play that one. There's a few songs. You would just stick to the Lion King themes.
Hakuna Matata?
That's a good tune. Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata.
You went into a different song.
I know, I switched it up.
You went into When the Lion Sleeps Tonight?
I know. I was trying to flow into like a mix. Cool. You could probably mix those two songs.
What other animal would make a good DJ?
Cool. What other animal would make a good DJ? There's actually a DJ called DJ Snake, and he's pretty good.
But the animal wouldn't be good at it.
Yeah, I know. A snake. I don't think a snake could be like a snake would just kind of slither. Maybe he would make some.
He might do something with his tail.
Yeah, yeah.
They got some strong muscles. I guess they could like.
Monkeys would probably be good DJs.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Monkeys, yeah.
But I mean that's.
Oh yeah, I missed that. Did you say that?
Yeah,
You said monkeys?
I said spider monkey.
Oh, I was thinking. Oh, spider monkey. I must have been thinking of DJ Snake or snakes.
Yeah, you were thinking about snakes.
What about like a kangaroo?
Nah, kangaroos like to sleep.
What animal? Maybe a bear. They were just kind of hind up and then
Maybe.
get the right bear flow on. You know, they wouldn't necessarily be scared of the people, so they could kind of
Okay.
You're just a bear in there, bear DJ.
Bear DJ.
Yeah, because they would just be so into it that they wouldn't be scared of anybody, and they would just be killing the music. They'd be just bear DJ.
Cool.
Yep. So if there's any DJs out there that
I pictured a pigeon being a DJ and it was awesome.
a pigeon,
Yeah.
nice. You know what's funny is I think I'm having a flashback of seeing this video where somebody let their cats walk on their DJ thing, and like the cat was like stopping the music and like kind of like slowly walking over and like
That's cool.
making like some slides just because of where it was walking on the like DJ pad.
That's cool.
Yeah, I remember kind of maybe seeing something where there was a cat that was just randomly happened to be DJing because he was walking on the DJ thing and stopping the music and then putting some buttons and stuff.
That's cool.
I think I remember seeing that.
I like it.
But pigeons?
I like pigeons. I think a pigeon could do a good job. I mean, they got mobile wings. And they got some really strong chest muscles, so they could like wah.
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
You know, when they got feathers, they could spread those apart and go woo, woo, woo.
Okay,
and then they have a beak and they go
if
woo,
they wanted to get like
woo.
the wider sound, they can like get their pigeon out and then woo, woo.
They could like play a record with their beak like this and like go woo, 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 woo. That's the noise.
That's good. You know what? I'm gonna back you up on the pigeon because the more you explain it, the more it's making sense to me.
Yeah.
So I think a pigeon would kill a DJ set. Just pigeon woo 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 woo.
Yeah, pigeon.
I think you sold me on the woo 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 woo.
I sold you on the woo woo.
When you said woo 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 woo, that was when I knew that a pigeon was the right animal for the DJ set.
The woo woo woo.
So a pigeon would go up with a bear in the DJ off to see.
Oh, that would be the DJ battle, Pigeon versus Bear.
Pigeon versus Bear DJ off to see who's dropping the meanest.
My money's on Pidge.
Pidge?
Yeah.
Pigeon? DJ Pigeon?
Yeah, DJ Pigeon.
DJ Pigeon, he's killing it. He's got a.
You know why? Because he can't be pigeonholed.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
But the bear might bear it all.
Yep. And they both like drop sick shit. So I mean, it could
that was clever.
It could be good. They're both dropping sick shit. So
But see, the bear also pisses, which might cause a problem. Whereas the pigeon pisses and shits at the same time.
Oh, it's multifunctional. So it might have the advantage going in.
It might.
And, a bear does need to hibernate eventually, whereas a pigeon can ultimately just keep going and going and going. So, I think that's it. Well, pigeon wins. Pigeon is the best DJ. So if you're having a wedding, make sure you got a few pigeons. Hire a pigeon. They will grant you the music that you so desire. And maybe the bear can be sidetracked to photography duties because it's pretty tall. You can probably get some good angles.
But he's got big chunky paws, though.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
You think a bear would make a good bartender?
Yeah.
I think a bear could be a bartender.
Okay. Make sure you have a bear as a bartender, a pigeon doing your DJ work, and a photographer. Just get a giraffe because they're tall. And
that's a good idea.
And they can take shots from above. Something where you get some drone shots in there.
Yeah.
One last remark. Do you think it would be, because I kind of just thought about drones in weddings, would it be cool to have a drone while you were indoors? Maybe only outdoors.
It would depend on the indoor venue. If you had a castle, I think a drone would be cool.
Okay. Because you could get some high ups.
Yeah, because castles have really high
But it would
ceilings.
almost be pointless if you were in a regular building.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't get that much higher.
No.
It'd probably just be annoying.
Probably.
It's flying overhead while people are dancing. I mean, you might get some cool shots of people dancing, video-wise.
Yeah.
But if that thing fell, the drones are pretty good. But I don't know. Any way that you want to host an event, just make sure you have the right animals to help you capture the moments. And be there by your side.
The moral of the story is...
Moral of the story. And if you have to have it at a funeral home,
do it.
It's still a beautiful thing. I think that's what we got.
Then maybe hire a murder of crows instead of the pigeon.
What? Why would you do that? Oh, at the funeral home.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. She's right. Listen to her. Listen to what she said. That totally makes sense.
Yep. The moth is still there.
Whoa, did you hit the lights?
I did. I got an itch and I kicked.
You're itching?
Yeah. I'm itching and kicking.
Okay. Well, I don't know. That was a fun episode.
That was fun.
We talked about some fun things.
I think we did.
I had a good time.
I had a good time.
And, I guess that's it.
That's it.
Through to the album of the week. And we did that already. So
I will eventually come up with my thing.
Yeah, whatever.
It'll happen.
You're going to have, makeup palette of the week.
Ooh. Maybe I should do that.
Yeah, you love makeup, so
I do.
You could throw something in for a couple minutes on.
That'd be fun. I should do that.
Maybe some palettes that strike your fancy, or
any sort of makeup product.
Just whatever.
Guess it doesn't necessarily have to be a palette.
Nah, just whatever.
Cool.
Yeah, just and you don't always have to do the same thing either. You can just play with it and change it, and whatever. Oh, she's got ideas. We will see what happens on the next one. All right.
I gotta go this way because there's shit in the way that way. Bear shit!